The date is April 24th, 1990. The Space Shuttle Discovery is holding its most precious cargo to date in its payload bay. Anticipation is spreading throughout the nation. The time had come for the launch of a revolutionary space telescope, the Hubble Space Telescope, whose sophisticated instruments and capabilities revolutionized space exploration and observation. The scientific and economic exchanges between Europe and the United States allowed it to become the first space telescope in history. By peering into the depths of space and encountering exoplanets, stars, and nebulae with its amazing resolution, the Hubble Space Telescope allowed us to gain an understanding of our universe. In 1946, theoretical astrophysicist Lyman Spitzer was the first to propose the advantages of an observatory in space. Due to the blurring effects of the atmosphere, ground-based observatories did not have a clear view of the universe. To fix these issues, the idea of the Hubble Space Telescope, named after the famous astronomer Edwin Hubble, was prompted. But Hubble encountered an obstacle. Its $1.6 billion budget was rejected by Congress. Exchanges between NASA and the European Space Agency allowed Hubble's budget to be approved.
When NASA and the European Space Agency, ESA, partnered together in 1976, that provided the political capital necessary for it to go forward in funding, and it was approved in 1977.
In 1977, work on the Hubble began, and it was ready for launch in 1986. Unfortunately, that year, on January 28th, the Space Shuttle Challenger, part of another mission, exploded, causing Hubble's launch to be delayed. After being launched successfully in 1990 from the Space Shuttle Discovery, the Hubble was ready to take its first pictures. As astronomers studied these first pictures, they realized that they were blurry and of poor quality.
There was initial disappointment, and that disappointment grew into frustration, even anger. Why had this telescope not turned out to be as good as it had been advertised?
These images were a disappointment to the nation.
Hubble, right after its launch, became somewhat of a national joke. There were people making fun of it in TV and comics.
As astronomers investigated the Hubble, they discovered that the primary mirror had a defect, 1/10,000th of an inch, that was preventing it from focusing light to a specific point. NASA needed to fix the flawed telescope as soon as possible, as their reputation was going down tremendously.
We were compared to some other large technical disasters in the past, like the Hindenburg or the Titanic, the Tacoma Narrows Bridge.
They planned a daring service mission in outer space to fix the instruments on the Hubble, updated software, and restore their reputation. On December 2nd, 1993, the Endeavour Space Shuttle launched. On it, the Hubble's servicing crew. After installing a set of mirrors designed to correct the Hubble's optics, the mission returned. The repairs seemed to have done their job because scientists, astronomers, and the public were amazed to see the clarity of the new images taken by the Hubble Space Telescope. The Hubble has several complex instruments, each of them observing the universe in specific wavelengths of light. Some of these instruments are the Wide Field Camera 3, or WFC-3, and the Cosmic Origin Spectrograph, or COS, which together channel a wide range of light, from infrared to ultraviolet.
So we can see all kinds of aspects of everything from planets in our solar system to beautiful nebulae where stars are forming to very, very distant galaxies.
With its instruments, The Hubble is able to see much more of the universe than any other telescope. Throughout the years, the Hubble has been at the forefront of space exploration. It has made many important discoveries. In 1994, the Hubble proved the existence of supermassive black holes at the centers of galaxies.
The Hubble telescope looked at another galaxy called M87 and looked at the gas right in the center of that galaxy and found out that the gas in the center of that galaxy was moving very fast. Astronomers realized it must be a supermassive black hole in the core of this galaxy, M87.
These black holes affect the stars and planets around them with their extreme gravitational pull. One of Hubble's most fascinating discoveries was the detection of an exoplanet's atmosphere.
When a planet passes in front of its star, from our point of view, some of the light of the star will go through the atmosphere of that planet. And we can take pictures when the planet is in front of the star and when the planet is not in front of the star, subtract the two, and we end up with the spectrum of the atmosphere of a planet around another star.
In 2001, Hubble used this method to study the exoplanet HD 209458b, located 150 light-years away from the Earth. Another one of Hubble's objectives was to help calculate the expansion rate of our universe. To find this rate, astronomers studied a type of exploding star called a Type 1a supernova. These supernovae were key in determining the universe's rate of expansion. The part that shocked astronomers was that this expansion was not slowing down, but instead speeding up.
It's like if you took a ball and you threw it in the air, and instead of slowing down and coming back to you, it started going faster.
The accelerating expansion of the universe is spurred by dark energy, a mysterious force astronomers are yet to comprehend. Perhaps the most incredible and intricate observations by the Hubble were the Hubble Deep Fields, the first of which was taken in 1996.
The idea that was put forward by one of the previous directors of the Space Telescope Science Institute, Bob Williams, was that let's take the telescope and let's point it at a spot on the sky that's as blank as we can find.
The astronomers believed the idea would fail. When the image was processed, they were amazed to see over 3,000 galaxies hidden in the blank spot, changing our view on the universe forever. Hubble conducted another deep field observation in 2004, which revealed over 10,000 galaxies, some of them being over 10 billion light-years away. Because the Hubble's instruments were designed to be replaced and repaired, 4 more servicing missions were sent after the original, each of them bringing with them quality instruments and technology to further extend the Hubble's reach into the universe. Today, the Hubble is still in operation, orbiting 375 miles above the Earth's surface and making extraordinary contributions to astronomy. The Hubble is planned to stay in orbit beyond the 2020s and into the 2030s, alongside the James Webb Space Telescope, which is expected to launch in 2018 and provide us with an even deeper view of the universe. The Hubble Space Telescope has proven itself to be an effective tool in space exploration by providing us with many insightful pictures of our universe.
By being the first major space observatory, it allowed us to have a consistent platform from which to observe the universe.
Because of the scientific and economic exchanges between NASA and ESA, the Hubble's budget was approved, deeming it the first space telescope.
The Hubble Space Telescope will leave a legacy of deeper understanding of the universe than we ever had before.
The Hubble Space Telescope is
Enlightening,
Iconic,
awe-inspiring.
Humankind's greatest observatory.
With over 1 million observations and many more to come, the Hubble Space Telescope has established itself as a monumental aspect of modern-day space exploration.